Welcome back to another episode on the Create-O-Holics server. In the last one, I actually ran out of the building, this smelting array here that if we head over to the other side, uses every single smelting ability that exists in the game to do everything that we want to do, including the seething sail, which if we grab some crushed raw copper and we put in 3 stacks, so just as a reminder, 3 stacks into here. This is actually going to take so little time to cook, it's actually insane. But all of it will get dropped out, it'll get smelted up, and then the output will go into this chest, and we will end up with 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stacks, which is insane. I think it's, what, 1.25% more copper ingots than we come with raw copper, which is wild that that's even an option, and we have it set up kind of early game, which is good news. The next thing on the list is to make the rest of this interior look good, because right now we have some farms scattered about, but there's no charm, there's no beauty, there's a hole in the middle of the floor that goes down to the basement. That is not helpful. Today, we are going to make this thing beautiful, and there's not really a way to do this other than to just start placing blocks, and first, we need to gather the resources, which I've already done with some movie magic. The movie magic was just not recording it, and then we got it all. So a lot, like basically everything after the copper casing is what we are going to be focusing on. There's so many things, so many bits. You can see that we're switching over to drawers and stuff, which is amazing. So I'm very excited about that. I actually want to get started with drawers and stuff because that's probably the most interesting thing, at least in my mind. The rest is like decoration and whatever. Nobody cares about that. But drawers are actually really cool. So let me grab out all the drawers and stuff that I've made. I've made some compacting drawers, some drawers, some drawer controllers, all of these things, and I'm going to explain what each of them do if you've never used the mod before. So we start out with a drawer controller. If you're like beginning in the game, you probably won't be able to afford this because it requires a diamond and some redstone stuff, but I can because I'm rich and famous, and we're just going to put this in the corner. Basically, this is like the controller node for everything. After the drawer controller, we're going to place in all of our 2x2 drawers. The reason we're doing 2x2, we do have 1x1 drawers, but I honestly don't really care. Excuse me, Mr. Crushing Wheel. I don't really care for the 1x1. They're huge, they take up a lot of space, and we can, for almost every block, I'm going to exclude like cobblestone, stone, sand, the things that are like insanely easy to farm. I'm not including those. But for things like wood, which we have a lot of, I'm going to put all of those in here. And the beautiful thing, as you just saw, I double right clicked it, it just went in there. We can now there's not really a great way to do this. We are just going to have to right click all of our wood into here. So that's a pretty tedious process when you have 4,000 wood. But anyway, this is now full, which means we can't put any more apple logs in here. But there are things called storage upgrades, which believe it or not, upgrade storage. And the diamond one is kind of the go-to. It's relatively affordable. I mean, we have like 60 diamonds that we're probably never going to use. So if we just upgrade you and then grab another inventory or whatever of logs, we can now put in 1,400. So now I think I'm just going to lay out the storage drawer things that I want, and we're going to obviously stack up on the cobblestone, gravel, sand, whatever stuff, and then we're going to leave the 2x2 drawers for things that are equally popular, but maybe we care a little bit less about. Oh, and another thing are these compacting drawers. We have a tier 2 and 3 tier 1, and I'm actually going to replace all of you. So that's why the floor in the hole was a problem. I said those words backwards, don't worry about it. But now we can throw in compacting drawers, and what these will do, let me grab out all the copper that we have and put it in a tier 3 one here, you can see that we now have the option to take out blocks, ingots, or nuggets, which is incredible. And now I have the drawers updated. It actually took a lot longer than I expected. A lot of these drawers are still empty, which is good news. This hat has got to go. I look so ridiculous with it. But I was actually having a little bit of struggles, and I want to go through what I did to fix things, because maybe you're using Tom Simple Storage and want to fix it as well. So the main issue was that let's grab some emeralds here. So we have the emerald drawer, but what was happening was when I was shifting them in, they didn't go into the drawer. They instead just went to whatever inventory that they wanted to go to. So it could have been the item vault, or this item vault, or the drawers, and then there wasn't really a good way to do it. So I looked it up, and there's a thing called an inventory cable connector with a filter where you can set a priority. So I set the priority of both of the item vaults to the lowest. That didn't fix it. So then what I had to do was set the priority, or create a new one, connect it to the drawers, and then set the priority of that to highest and connect it to the drawer controller itself. Connecting it to a drawer didn't work. The issue that I had was that this block, the inventory proxy, which just lets you extend kind of the inventory thing, was actually where the inventory connector was. So it was connecting to all of the drawers, and then we had another cable connecting to all of the drawers as well. So we were getting double the amount of all of the drawer things. So we had like 14,000 iron nuggets in the terminal, but when you took out a stack, it took out 128 instead of 64 because it was doubling itself. So I just extended that back, put the inventory connector here. We can actually remove this now, which is good news. And now we have this little back entrance into our underground area where we can mess around with stuff. But now that that's done, I think it's best that we get into a little bit of a time lapse and just start building the beauty up around this area. It is going to transform into, like right now, it's very sporadic little farms, and this upgrade is going to make it all really connected and amazing. So let's get one final run through. Why is there just a hole here? One final run through of what everything looks like. We have the smelters, we have the precision and whatever mechanism things, our main storage, crushing wheels, crafters, and this is what it's looking like. But let's get into a quick little time lapse. And in this time lapse chat, I'm actually going to talk about my previous series. So if you don't know and you started watching me during the Create-O-Holics series, I actually have a single player series. It's in episode 50 right now, and I have been putting that on the back burner for Create-O-Holics stuff. As you could probably tell, I think I've posted 4 of these videos in a row at my normal-ish schedule. So that single player series is kind of coming to an end, which I don't really know what to do for the final video. I think we probably want to like clean up all the other things. It's kind of a bittersweet thing. That is the first completed, I would say, series on my channel ever. I made a Vault Hunter series and some like other games, like the Star Wars game and whatever, but that's the first real completed series on my channel that got any bit of views, and that's kind of crazy. I started playing the Create mod a year ago, basically a year and a month maybe now, and that was like the first ever time I've played the Create mod. You can watch it if you want. It's kind of cringe, so maybe don't, but I go through my entire learning process of the Create mod basically, and it's kind of crazy. I shout out to all the people that have stuck with me since then. I mean, it's been a year of y'all watching me. That's insane. So shout out everyone that did, and also for you new folks, if you're on episode 4 already and you're not subscribed, I would do it. I know that like I think only 10% of my viewers are subscribed, so subscribe please. But that's the rest of the build. It looks pretty gorgeous, but let's get back onto the Create-O-Holics server. And with that, the build is completed, at least the first floor is, and it looks so good. We have brought in the plant vibe. I've actually forgotten to put flowers in these pots. Let me do that really quick. There we go. Now the build is done, and adding those flowers honestly adds a ton of color, a ton of pop. And this is what it's looking like. We've thrown in a table and some walls just to split up the space. I think it makes it feel a little bit more compact and homely. We still have a big array of crafters here. There's not really a way to get rid of that. We have this super cool system, which if we throw in iron nuggets and andesite, will start making us andesite alloy out in this basin, and that is fully automatic. Love to see that. We are going to eventually make a fully automatic andesite alloy farm, but not yet. Moving over to here, we have this wall here. I do plan on maybe putting some flowers in here. Let me put an orange tulip down. But this is just kind of a wall to split up the space. Over on this side, we have all of our carpentry, mason, botanist, tinkering table, all those fun things. We have a press thing here for a basin, so we don't need to keep placing and replacing this mechanical mixer. We have this little back entryway with the drawers that I showed you earlier. We have this little thing, which let me actually get some andesite alloy. I could show you how it works. I can't show you how it works. It's not connected to power yet. Anyway, we place andesite alloy in here, and it will go onto the mechanical saw to then turn into shafts. The reason we want to do this is because crafting a shaft with 2 andesite alloy gives you 8, but a singular andesite alloy gives you 6. You actually get 2 more shafts per alloy if you cut it this way. And then over in this little area, we have a casings farm. So you can put in literally any type of alloy thing that you want. You could do andesite alloy, brass ingots, copper ingots, whatever, and then any log type in here. And again, this isn't connected to power, so I guess let's connect both of these to power, and then I could show you exactly how they work. Well, we set up power, but if you look at the chat, Kindle Bubbledom, we need words. That's not good. I will come over to you. Anyway, wait, real quick, before we do this though, we have logs coming in here, getting sawed in half, getting right-clicked by a casing and turning into andesite casing. Brilliant. Over here, we have some of the andesite alloys going into the saw and getting converted into shafts. We have so many shafts. This was from accident. Don't even worry about it. But I guess let's go over and talk to Bubby. I don't know what the deal is and why I'm getting yelled at. Hello?
Kindle, bubble, dump.
What did I do?
You've got some explaining to do.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Is there?
Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear me? Am I muted?
Oh, you were muted, yes.
Ah. Sorry.
All right, let's do that again. Let's do that again.
Technical difficulties. Whoa, I just arrived. Hello.
Kindle, bubble, dump.
What did I do?
You've got some explaining to do.
I don't... What did I do?
Get over here.
Oh no.
Can you explain why there are signs from the Church of Snaily all over my base saying in loving memory? What happened?
There was a tragic accident.
Oh.
Our beloved passed, and we were hoping to spread the word of the beautiful but short-lived life of our prophet.
Oh. I'm taking my hat off and placing it over my chest in solidarity. And bowing my head
Thank
and
you.
crouching.
I appreciate it. I do apologize for any misgressions that this might have caused. We were just trying to spread the word.
No, it is totally fine, and we are very, very, very sorry for your loss.
Your dog is also very sorry, it seems.
Yes, he is. Oh my gosh.
It was a tragic end, a tragic passing for our beloved Snaily.
Was there anything that we can do?
I might call upon you shortly.
Okay, that's fine. I do know that Madden will be heading over in about an hour or so, and we're going to start laying the railroad.
Ooh.
So we're slowly going to start making our way over towards you.
Uh-oh. I don't have a train station at all.
Oh, no, I just meant like we're going to be heading in that direction. Not like towards you, but like
okay.
getting closer to
Okay.
you, so to speak.
Okay. So we have time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can have your graffiti back.
Incredible. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have another present.
Oh.
It is tradition around here that I throw copious amounts of food at everyone.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm currently living off of mixed salad. So that's good.
Ah, yeah. No, here, take some for the, you know,
I'm stealing
crazy
his food.
Australian.
I'm stealing his food. He's not getting any. It looks like you have been busy. This is a new building. This train station is new.
Oh yeah, come take
I
a
have not.
look.
No.
Welcome to the first ever Church of Snaily prayer room, by the way. And then inside is a very glorious painting. This building was funded by Snaily. All right, but then yes, our deep slate factory is up here. We now have over 180,000 deep slate.
That's not at all overkill. Amazing.
You need some?
No, definitely not.
In fact, if you wanted to take this with you, you're more than welcome to as a we're sorry for your loss.
Great. Yeah, amazing.
So-
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh wait! Oh, this is.
That
I didn't
fancy.
catch this
Oh.
last time either.
Oh.
This building funded.
That's the first one I saw.
Completely missed that.
That's
one.
amazing.
Also, why did you put all our crops in row?
Oh yeah! Did you destroy our
I
crops
didn't.
too?
Well, you know, maybe
Our
God
crops
did it.
were in rows.
Maybe God did it. It
Kindle.
needs to be single rows. It can't be like
Kindle.
it can't be 3 wide rows. It needs to be rows.
Kindle.
Kindle.
Our crops were in rows.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Fair enough. All right, come look at our latest project outside because it's pretty insane.
Ducky is
no,
so
not
done
that
with me.
project. Not that project.
No, we need someone else to see the amazingness that's going on out here.
Oh no. I didn't. Yeah, these are rows.
Yeah. So were all of the other ones.
Oh, is this? Did you do this by hand?
We have a
Yes,
locomotive
I
down
did
there.
this by hand.
Okay.
It took 14 hours.
I would have. Are you gonna make a tunnel out of deep slate?
No, we're actually just
Okay.
gonna get rid of that mountain completely. Yeah, so that mountain's gonna be completely gone. If you look at your map, that mountain is surrounded by a river that is perfectly at the level of where the tracks are gonna go. So that's gonna be our new rail yard / turnaround for the main line.
Wait, like the 1,000 block mountain 1,000 by 1,000
Yeah.
block melt.
Yeah, that entire thing is going to be reduced down to Y level 63. It'll only take a couple hours. Maybe even, honestly, maybe even if I started doing it, I could have it done before Matt and Gates here, probably.
Wait, with what? What is it going to take a couple hours with?
Oh, come here.
Because I don't... Oh, it didn't load in.
Yeah, you didn't see that before?
No, it wasn't loaded. Understood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that'll make quick work of it.
Well, maybe you have to
I made
build
a-
all the
So,
rails.
Yeah.
It has an automatic builder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I have a seat here. I sit there with a backpack upgrade and just suck it into my pocket and then pop it into me.
Oh, that's pretty good. This is ridiculous. This is so overkill.
It was gonna be bigger, but I got offline and he forgot how iron farms work.
I mean, it can still be bigger.
Were you on stream when I made him a Netherite Hoe?
No.
So
Oh
they
my
were streaming
goodness.
and I was getting ready to go to bed. It's like 11:30 and I have class at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, no.
So,
Here, take the
like-
achievement.
yeah. I'm like ready to go to bed and someone says, make a Netherite. I forget who it was, but someone said make a Netherite Hoe. And I was like, you know what, screw it. So I hopped on, ran straight to the nether, got netherite, smelted it, made the hoe, threw it on him, and disappeared.
Yep. It was great.
That's incredible. Well, at least you're seriously dedicated now.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
good.
Well, now you are too. Now you are too.
We're both the most
You know what?
dedicated
I think you should
Minecrafters.
give it to him so that he can plant his crops in rows.
That'll be
The
good.
Oh,
mighty
you know-
That'll be
man.
good.
That is actually not a bad idea. We should put mending on it for you, though. We have a mending book. He can just do it at his house.
I will.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put all the other stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do things.
Where'd you
I'll be
get a
back.
mending book? Do you have villagers? Oh, I guess you do.
Yeah, we
Ugh.
do. Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you need mending books?
I'm not even on enchanting yet. I have one silk touch pickaxe.
Gotcha.
I've been being stupid and doing building instead of real work. So I have a
Well,
pretty
here.
house, but that's about it. Okay, I have one of those.
Right. But do you have that to
Oh.
go with it?
Not yet. Not yet. But I'm gonna make a
Okay.
building for it. The first real enchanting that I do is gonna be a fully automated setup. That's my goal.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of, we have half of that in the base. That's what he's running to right now.
Yeah, I am going to make a fully automated setup before I get enchanted armor. That's the plan.
Well, hey, it works.
But I need stress units. So that's plan next.
You know, if I could give you some of ours, I would, but it doesn't work like that.
That is a struggle logistically.
Yes, it is. And here comes Mr. Serious Dedicated.
Hello. Oh, with mending. Oh, the wand of Snaily. Incredible. Thank you for your gift. It will not go unnoticed.
Maybe the gods will forever be in our favor and stop deleting our crops that were in rows.
Maybe the gods will replace them next time. I don't know why one of the gods didn't do that. That was a little bit silly of them. Can you just say Baconator 3000 and I can use that clip?
Baconator 3000.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
That was amazing.
Baconator 3001, thank you.
He's
my
always
gosh.
trying to one up you.
Baconator
I am
3002.
standing above everyone else.
He one upped you. There's nothing you can do now, Mr. Lorax. Oh,
Boom.
That's it.
I mean, he's
What
got
now?
he's got 150,000 of those, so I mean, we'll be
Don't
here all
try
day.
me. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I thought my team was dysfunctional. This is
Yeah.
We
Incredible.
are the most functional. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Especially now that our
That's
crops
because
are
my
in rows.
mental faculties are functional.
the
nothing
crops
else.
grow faster in rows. That's just how it goes. So you're welcome. We're kind of
what?
saving you. Even
You know
if we remove 2 of the rows, they're growing faster, so you're getting more yield.
I actually remember hearing that urban myth when I was a kid
It's
playing
true.
this game.
It's true. It's true. We've tested it, which is why Snaily proclaims that you have to lay them
Did
in
you
rows.
actually test it?
Yes, of course I tested it.
This is too funny not to share. No, I was standing here talking to Bubby yesterday,
Okay.
and I accidentally hit my W key and fell onto the top of our base without feather falling and survived with half a heart.
Wait, how did he survive that?
I don't know, but see, he
That's
survived.
crazy.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be happy with me when he gets
What
back
are the
up
odds
here,
I
so it wasn't-
survive?
That was unkind of you, sir.
Everything for the bit. Now I have to go so far. I have to go so far. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Where my grave? Oh.
So come down here.
Oh, do I have to blur all this?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
We've shown this in like episode 3.
This looks so cool. I have not seen this.
It's very cool.
I'm going into
you can come on in. We can give you the tour too.
Oh, this looks dope. I don't want to tour too much because I want to like do a Korean world tour type of thing at the mid end of the season ish. So,
gotcha. Well, this is like 1/16 of the base.
I know, but the more I see, the less entertaining the world tour is. So super cool.
That's true.
Check out Bubby's videos if you want to see it.
Yeah.
This looks dope.
A customary gift of the dwarves. Here you go.
Sure thing.
Wait, what are you giving him now?
$100 million.
A stack of gold blocks. Okay, that's fair.
You have a farm, I
like
assume.
500 of them.
Yeah. Well, this was amazing. I will have a discussion with the Senor
The other god.
Dustream. Yes.
God number 2.
God number 2. Backup god. In case God number 1 dies.
God.
The vice god in case the president god goes.
The army reserve
Exactly.
of gods.
There we go.
Oh, I should go cook. Let me go cook.
Oh jeez.
I hope he's talking about food, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is. You better leave before
I
you
am
get 7 more
absolutely
stacks.
skedaddling. It was great seeing you. Well, that sure was something. We now have a Netherite Hoe for the Wand of Snaily. That is actually incredible because we don't have any netherite yet. I complained about it a bit, and maybe we do that relatively soon. Mostly because the Tom Simple Storage has a wireless terminal that if you get netherite, you can use and access it from anywhere, which is crazy helpful. But that was like kind of a chaotic meeting with Bubby and Ducky. They're always hilarious. But now let's get back to setting up the second floor of the starter base. There's not much to go over here. We're basically just shifting the bee farm that is currently out here into the brand new little area here. It's like a little sunroom. I don't know what it's actually for, but whatever. And then we're gonna fix up this little loft, I guess is what you would call it, into a beautiful living space and adding a couple more machines that we couldn't fit down below. But this place is going to be fully transformed, and we've already done a time lapse in this video. So let's do a just cool transition between now and the finished product. And there we go. Everything is now completed. We have this beautiful greenhouse vibe here with all of the glowberries, all of the hanging pots. And we have the bee farms set up and in now. Just as a quick little tour, we have a honey farm here where we are squishing honey into honey blocks. We can see that we have 333 millibuckets. So once that gets to 1,000, we squish it into a block and put it back into our main storage system. We have a little glowberry farm that if I grab some bones, throw it in here, the bones are hooked up to the main storage system. So if we have bone meal in the main storage system, it'll just work. But we can just right click here and get infinity glowberries, which is incredible. And then we have our honeycomb farm, which I actually haven't started yet because most of these beehives are not full. So we do need to breed up a lot of these bees. We can see that only, what, 1, 2, 3 of the 7 or whatever are full of bees. So I am gonna need to breed up a bunch of those, but we'll do that eventually. Over here, we just have a copper oxidizing station. So the water will, if like you put in normal copper, this is wax, so it won't work. But if you put in normal copper, it will squoosh it and put it into this barrel, because then we can just grab it and do it again if we need to. Over here now is kind of the big one. We put in andesite alloy and any log bit, and when we do that, it will start cooking up. We can see that the logs go, hey, yo. Dog. No. No. What are we doing? There we go. Now that I've properly set the filters, we should see logs go into strip logs, into planks, into the basin to get mixed with shafts. Ah, yes, this isn't going fast enough. Yeah, the issue with all of these mechanical saws is that we are now overstressed on everything if we speed this thing up. So what I'm gonna do is remove the mechanical crafters and hope that's enough. The mechanical crafters do burn a lot of stress units, so it should be. But then if we, yeah, there we go. It is now spinning, mixing up some cogs, and we should see, yep, it is already making some large cogwheels. The issue that I've seen and run into in the past is that you can only really make large or small cogwheels at a time. All of these things are getting thrown in the garbage. The garbage is right here. But basically, we have large cogwheels in here. Let me grab a normal cogwheel, set that as the filter, and we should see normal cogwheels getting made and put into this barrel. And as we already just saw, we have our first automated cogwheel in here now. And the reason we want to do it in this way, instead of just crafting it manually, is because we get more planks and more shafts per log and andesite alloy, so it's just a little bit more efficient, and when you have 6 of each, it's just better. And that is going to do it for this video. This was a building packed and automation packed video. We finished the entire interior of the entire starter base. This whole thing is looking beautiful and fully decorated. I'm so excited to use all of the stuff that we now have. It is going to be so helpful. In the next episode, we have huge plans, so stay tuned for that. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you're not subscribed and you're on episode 5, new season, episode 5, subscribe. You might as well. Thank you all, and I will see you all next time.